Welcome to our Tuesday night team call. It's really bright, but that's okay. I'm so happy to see all of you. Oh, this is very good. There we go. Yeah, it has been an exciting week. Everybody. You guys have something to say, you're more than welcome to hop back on. You can hear me, right? Thumbs up? Yes? Okay, good. Last time I plugged these in, all of a sudden, like, my audio cut out and it was ridiculous. So, yeah, I would love to give some space right now for you guys to do some shout outs, for you guys to tattle on, say, your upline for being good, or a downline for being amazing, or anything like that. So I am going to point out two people. Let me just look quickly. Nope, that's not what I want to look at. That's what I want to look at. I need to send a huge congratulations to two people who have already sponsored 6 people this month. We have Allison Braun and Laura Clausen. So congratulations to you guys. 6 people by the 14th is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like, that's like last month level phenomenal. So congratulations. If you guys, I don't think that either of them are here, but you guys can pass your congratulations on to them. But would love to hear from some of you guys, to hear, even if it's like, hey, I had a win this week. I reached out to somebody who was on maybe my chicken list, or I was really consistent with my IPA, or I overcame something. I just would love to open this time up right now just for some sharing for you guys. Don't be shy.
Okay, fine. I'm finding, like, last month I signed up 13 people. Yay, whatever. But I'm not scared of follow-up anymore. I'm excited for it. And that is like such a awesome mind shift for me, to actually want to do that and not be scared of what the answers will be. So I'm excited.
That's huge, Carrie. Would you expand a little bit more? Why do you think that it is? What do you think that created that? What was the thing that created that shift for you?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. I think just I really desire their success, and I understand it's a relationship, and we need to communicate to know where they're at. And I can't just sit back and cross my fingers and hope it's going good, and then be disappointed when they quit, when I haven't done my part to hold their hand through the process, right?
Absolutely.
So goodbye fear, because that's not helping anybody, and let's move on. So yeah, it's kind of exciting.
That is,
and I have a new binder system, and so it's really exciting.
That's super fun.
Yeah.
That's super fun. And guys, I just want to share this. Carrie has been, this morning I called Marge and Sherry and I, Sherry Harbage and I, ancient pioneers. So Carrie's not quite ancient, but she's still a pioneer. Like, she's been here for a long time. So just know that, number one, you can still learn as you've spent time sewing into your business. But the other thing is, listen to some of these people. They're going to tell you things, and we want you to learn, kind of the concept of, we want you to come in and know all the stuff that we know. So we want to show you all the things that we've learned. And then we want you to start standing on our shoulders, not standing beside us on the ground. We want you to start right here and kind of get a leg up. So yeah, thanks, Carrie. I appreciate that so much. Anybody else? If I do this, is it rubbing my microphone? No? No, the earrings. Yeah.
I started prospecting up, which is interesting, because I was always scared to prospect up, because I thought, I'm not making this big income. Mm-hmm. But it's actually been going.
That's awesome. Oh, hold on. I lost you. Why did I lose you? Hold on. Can everybody else hear her?
Listen, Linda.
No, nobody can hear. Jocelyn.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, keep talking. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, I've just been prospecting up, and I actually, like, it's been going well. It's not as scary as I thought. And interestingly enough, those people are just as open to hearing about it as everybody else. I don't know why. I just kind of thought nobody's going to want to listen to me if they're like this professional, like high income earning person. But I actually have a person that has like 35,000 followers and owns a business that's going to try Plexus. So I was like, that's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's super great. Great job. Way to go. Did you want to say hi to the people? No. Ladies and gentlemen, my Slim Mixer. No, just kidding. Jocelyn, that is so awesome. You know what? I found something in the back office today. I swear they put little nuggets in there all the time. So just keep looking in your back office for new ambassadors sharing stuff. And there's something that you just said that reminded me of this, and it was all about prospecting up, all about talking to influencers. So go in there. I can't actually even remember where exactly it was, but it was either in one of the first tabs on that resource library. And it was just a one sheet. You've probably done all those things, but for all of you guys that want a little bit of help doing what Jocelyn's doing, yeah, way to go. That's great. Anybody else? Go ahead, Jimmy.
I guess a couple just shout outs I want to make is just to my girls who are just getting started that are really digging in. I just want to shout out to Noelle, one of my really good friends that I'm just so excited for her. And she started, when did you start, Noelle? May. And I just, again, I love Sherry. I always think about this. Make room for people to grow. Make room for them. They may take the business and go with it. And so Noelle has been so on coming on to all these Zooms. She's she's just grabbing hold of everything and learning. And I just expect big things from this wonderful, she's got the best laugh in the world. So you got to get to know Noelle, and she's just, I'm expecting great things. I also want to do a shout out to Tanya and to Rose. I'm not sure if they're on here, but they did their first health Zoom, product Zoom with me tonight, and they did an excellent job. They did so good. And so again, I love what you said, Janelle. I don't want people standing beside me. I want them to jump onto my shoulders and go for it. And yes, totally. And when people ask me, how does it feel like to be an emerald? I say, I just feel like I'm silver. I'm just doing that thing that I got to do every single day, like the rest of you, right?
Yep.
Got to just keep sharing to those people we're scared about sharing with, and got to keep, messaging those people, following up with those people that you're like, oh, I just don't know. Is this going to work for them? I'm so scared, right? And just leaning into it and not being afraid. So yeah, it's just so good to see. So my girls just seeing the vision and going for it. Plexus is an amazing company. One more shout out to head office, which they're not on this call, but today I spent on the Jewel line 3 separate times, and every time they went in above and beyond, and we just kept, we had several things we had to do, and they were so good, and they just wanted to make it right and more than right for a couple individuals. So, I'm just so thankful for this company, and it's just great, and just love watching what's going on right now with everybody. So it's wonderful.
Totally. I agree with you completely. And I said the same thing after I went Emerald. I woke up the next morning and I'm like, I still got to wash my hair. Still got to get dressed. Well, crumb. Okay, well, here we go, right? And it's all the same. It's all the same. But we're so proud of you too, Jimmy. You lead with so much integrity and passion, and I just love watching you and being part of your journey too. Sherry, were you going to share?
Yes, I just really want to shout out to my girls who are developing as leaders. They are stepping up into new roles. They are taking on new challenges. They're challenging themselves. They've done Health Zooms on their own. They are doing incredible work supporting all of the new ambassadors that came onto our team last month. They are sharing the things that are working for them. They are working together, and I just couldn't be prouder and more thrilled with their growth and the growth of the people that they're sharing with. The stories, and I know you mentioned this before, Janelle, but the stories that are coming in about the successes, just from people that started, 2-3 weeks ago, it's just, it thrills my heart. And so it is an honor to be a part of what is happening for the people around us.
Yeah, it totally is, isn't it? It's so much fun. And if you guys weren't with us, I think that was our call last week that we were talking about it, where, the number seems so big, that 373 seems like such a huge number. And yet you think about it in terms of what stories are going to come out of there. Like, I'm so excited. So please share the stories too. Get your people to share the stories and grow, or even just with you as a leader, and maybe we can get something figured out to pop it in, because nothing inspires us more than those success stories.
So I did share a post with some of the comments that have been coming in to with my team, my people, my people's people,
Awesome.
all the people.
Awesome.
So there is a post with some of the comments.
That's so good. And actually we should put something like that in True North Health, not True North, in Healthier and Happier, where we're doing that 60-day success plan, so that people can see that, people are, even now within 2 to 3 weeks, they're seeing results. They're seeing things change, right? It might not be massive mountains, but for some people, maybe it is. Maybe it is massive mountains. So thank you so much for sharing, Sherry. I am going to give a quick shout out to a group of gals that met with me yesterday. Yeah, that's how long the day's been. Carrie Lemieux, Crystal Welk, Rebecca Hopcraft, and we were missing one who was supposed to come in. These ladies are 3 out of the 4 of them are pushing for gold this month, like big, scary, hairy dreams that they are like they're taking the bull by the horns and they're pressing forward. And Carrie Lemieux has big goals and dreams as well. I'm not going to out her. She went gold. She's super, super happy, but she's not letting it rest. She's got big goals happening too. And you know what, actually a shout out to Carrie, because I just heard something pretty massive that are you now the chair?
Yes, I'm the chair of the board of directors for the Regina Hotel Association as of today. So very exciting.
Congratulations. That is incredibly exciting. So that kind of goes back to what Jocelyn was sharing before. This is someone who is a very successful businesswoman in Regina, who has a lot of connections, a lot of influence, and she does Plexus as well. So, hey, congratulations. Very, very proud of you. If anybody else has any more shout outs, just throw them in the chat and I will be quiet and let you guys talk. Oh, Jimmy's saying we have a new silver on here from last week. Nicole. Do we have Nicole on here? Hi, Nicole. Congratulations.
And just in case you're wondering how to say her last name, it is Nicole Jesquire.
Perfect. Thank you, because I probably butchered that last week. Heavens. So proud of you. I know you've got huge things happening, and yeah, so proud, so proud. And I also realized I'm sitting in the dark, so I'm going to text somebody over there and get them to come and turn on my light. Just wanted to say a couple things. We're going to try to, why do I even say we're going to try to keep this short? Because as soon as it comes out of my mouth, I'm like, it's not going to happen. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the time. How's that? I'm going to try to keep an eye on the time. But I wanted to draw your attention to just a couple things really quickly. We did a work basically a how to work type Zoom today, Marge Martins and I. And if you didn't catch it, it actually was streamed into Team Awesome. So if you're interested or you have new people who are kind of going, I don't really know how to do this, I'm not sure. We sort of tried to make it for people who are brand spanking new, people who are sort of middle of the road, and then some ancient pioneers took some nuggets away from it as well. But Marge and Sherry Harbage are always absolutely brilliant, and I love training with them. And so this was something that was put into Team Awesome. So go in there and take a listen to it and work with us for an hour. But I did want to share a couple things really quickly. Something that I shared on there was the concept of, can I just see a show of hands? How many people, thank you. How many people were able to be on the call this morning? Carrie, and I know Carrie and Sherry. Oh gosh, Carrie, Sherry, and Carrie. I just feel like, yeah, all the E's, and Jimmy. That's awesome. Okay, so I want to introduce you to a business tool that is going to completely change the way that you do things. It is going to be a pillar of success for you for this month and months going forward. And I really do believe that we need to start, like, I don't know, we need to get branded ones, or what we need to do to start sending them out to our leaders. Okay, are you guys all ready? I know you're ready to take notes and you're like ready to hop on Amazon like right now and buy this amazing business tool. Are you ready? It's the Post-it. It's the Post-it. And I'm going to tell you, thank you. What does it say? Oh, it says Plexus on it. Where did you get those ones? Are those ones from our bags?
I think I won this last year with the anniversary. Remember, I was one of the winners. So I got some like sweet things.
No kidding.
Sorry,
We
that
need to
was
look into
Brager.
that.
Carry on.
No. Carrie does all the things. So go be nice to Carrie. She's won the VIP experience at convention. She's got like many things. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this is going to change your business. Now, Lucas did up for me last night. He did up the Post-it post. You guys remember the Post-it post I did 2 weeks ago? And actually Noel was one of our winners. So congratulations. He's going to be, send me your email address, Noel, so that I can delegate that to him to send you your $10 Amazon gift card. If you guys have not gone on there and told us what your goals are, you need to go do that. And then every time you got one, every time you sponsor an ambassador, go and reply to your own comment, and that will give you an extra entry into the draw every week. And we are doing draws every week this month for people out of there for a $10 Amazon gift card. So Post-it notes are super important. I'm going between offices right now. I'm looking for a pen. So you need to know what your goal is first. Okay, so let's pretend that your goal is going to be, you want to get 6 new ambassadors this month. Okay, so this is what you're going to do on your Post-it notes. These are not magic. They don't say Plexus. They will work. Plexus ones will probably work better, but the ones that are plain from Walmart will work just fine. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. At the top of it, you're probably going to put the month. Maybe you'll do something fun like July Success, or you'll name it something fancy, but I'm just going to call mine New in July. Maybe if my pen works. New in July. Okay, you guys are with me so far? There we go. Okay, so I'm saying I'm sponsoring 6 this month. So all I'm doing on this sticky note is I am putting, this is like mini mapping. I think we need to coin the term. It's your mini map. 5, 6. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna do this for 2 seconds. You guys can see, it just says New in July. There are 6 numbers and there's 6 blanks, okay? I'm gonna take this sticky note and I'm gonna put it somewhere where I'm gonna see it every day. And Jimmy talked about this a little bit, and this is where I wanna go. And I think I touched on it last week as well. But the concept is creating space for the new people to fill in, okay? I was thinking about this analogy. I think I've used Thanksgiving dinner before, but I was thinking about this on the way up here to our not around a lake house. I was thinking about how if you planned a dinner and you bought all the food and it was delicious, it was nutritious, you knew that it was going to be so good, and you planned a dinner party, but you didn't know who was going to come to the dinner party. But you bought enough food and you had enough place settings for 6 people other than yourself. Okay? So you're going to start to set the table. And like, we're talking like a Pinterest table. You are setting the table. There's the runner. We've got the charger plates on there. You've got votives on the table that are unscented because nobody wants to smell scented candles while they're eating turkey or whatever. Anyway, and you've got the table all set. Maybe you do that like the day before, but you still don't know who's coming. Guess what's going to happen before you serve that dinner? You're probably going to have those seats filled, right? Because you're preparing the food for the people who are going to come. Okay. This is basically you setting the table as you prepare the food, as you start to prepare for the people who are going to come onto your team. How do you prepare? Well, you prepare by doing posts. You prepare by reaching out to people from a core of love and concern and, you know, wanting to reach out because, you know, quote, I don't know if you have a need or not, but, you know, would you be open to taking a look at this really great health and wellness thing I've been doing? It's changed my life, right? All of those things. I don't know if you have a need. Would you be open to taking a look, right? So keep this somewhere that is going to be visible to you. And I promise you, your brain will always answer the questions that you ask it. So if you're asking yourself all the time, who's going to be my number 1? Who's going to be my number 2? Maybe you're like Carrie Clausen, who has 3 of her new people already. So if she's got, I don't remember what color your sticky note was. I think it was pink. I think you were going for 9. I think that's what he said from last night. So she's going to have, maybe she needs 2 sticky notes to get all of her goals. That's allowed. That's okay. She's going to fill in the names of the people that she already has, right? She knows that those 3 seats at her table are taken. So she's not going to give them away, but she's got more space. Okay. The other thing I want you to write on your sticky note. Okay. So this is the whole concept, right? Is we always focus on send, share, invite. Okay. That's our process for anybody who isn't kind of aware of how we share. And there's actually a system. It's not just sort of a willy-nilly. You can do it that way. I did it that way for years. And then I realized there was a system and it was better and it was more succinct. And I was able to talk to more than one person for like 3 hours. Like I could actually talk to 6 people at a time and utilize my time better, right? How many of us remember the times where we used to talk to people for hours and hours and hours on end? And you think, my goodness, if I had 2 people to talk to right now, I would be totally flooded. Whereas now I feel that with send, share, invite, where you are sending a video, like our microbiome video that is on our Plexus YouTube page, sharing a testimony. It doesn't matter which testimony it is. Typically, you want it to be kind of tailored to the person who's there. And then you invite them to something. The invite piece is what I want you to put on your next sticky note, okay? What are you, so today is Tuesday, until Thursday night, the focus that you should have is inviting people to our health event on Thursday night, okay? Then after Thursday, your focus is going to be inviting them to the health event that happens on Monday night. Now, you always know that you've got an alternate time because on Mondays and Thursdays, we always have a health event, okay? On Monday nights, it's at 7 o'clock Saskatchewan, Alberta time. On Thursday nights, it's at 8 o'clock Saskatchewan, Alberta time, okay? Now, you may have something else in mind. Maybe you've got a whole bunch of moms, new moms, or moms of little kids that you are talking to, and you're like, okay, I'm going to specifically talk to these moms of littles this week, and I'm going to plan a health Zoom between myself and another friend, or I'm just going to do a call myself, and I'm going to invite them all to come on, and we're going to go at like 9:30 because I know that the kids will probably be in bed by then, and it might be before their first wake up to get another drink of water. Something like that. You can do these things yourself as well, but that's just a framework for you to invite to. Okay, do we have any questions on that? It's so funny, I've got my own face there. Jimmy just turned off the camera. She's still logged into my account, so I'm looking at my face because it's my picture. Anyway, that's really funny. So that's our send, share, invite system. You guys, that is all in our back office. And if you are having a hard time thinking of new people to reach out to, guess what's in the back office too? there's a little PDF that's called Leads You Didn't Know You Had, and it will really help you to figure out who the people are that you need to reach out to. Okay. Oh, awesome. Noelle sent me a message. Thank you so much. So something I do want to share though with you tonight, and that's been on my heart, is we are so fortunate in Plexus. I would love to see either a show of hands or something in the comments, like me or whatever, if your paycheck went up this month. Show of hands or me or whatever. Okay, do you see that? We are in the middle of things shutting down, or people losing their jobs, or things struggling to reopen, or people having financial crisis, or any of those things, right? And our paychecks are going up. That is so exciting. There are so many people. Yeah, Jimmy Lou's going like, oh my gosh. I'm sure she darn near fell over when she saw her paycheck this month, because that is her first Emerald paycheck. But you are going to hear of other companies that you didn't realize were in trouble folding. You're going to hear of restaurants closing. You're going to hear of, people taking the COVID retirement, right? Where maybe their business was struggling and they were trying to decide how long they were going to keep it open. And they've just taken this and gone, you know what? We're just going to call it done, right? A company that I previously worked for or worked with at the very early stages of my network marketing career has completely restructured their compensation plan as of today. They gave no warning to their people, and they restructured, and they took their entire leadership plan away from their company. So it's now just, you can still be like a consultant, but there's no leadership part. And what I wanted to do, because I know this happens, sporadically, but this company had been around for years and years and years. And when I was talking to a couple people today, I said, what it does, oh, Carrie's saying that Reitman's is closing end of August. That's so sad. We're not gonna have anywhere to shop, ladies. Guess we gotta go to Vegas. Shucks. Anyway, I said to somebody today, what that's going to do for some people is it's going to make them, it may make people afraid of the industry, because they've heard of companies closing or whatever. So I just want to speak a little bit of life into you guys about Plexus and about how Plexus is very different. Okay. Plexus is debt-free. Okay. So a lot of these companies that you see that are closing, they didn't necessarily come into this whole pandemic thing doing really, really well. Most of these companies that are closing or that are choosing to shut their doors or restructure or change are doing so because they were struggling already. Okay. It's not like everything was roses and it was fantastic, and then it was just all of a sudden one day it closed, right? These companies were struggling previously. And I have heard from my friends at head office who, when you have people that work in the corporate side of network marketing, they know things about different companies, and they've heard because, they have gone to school with people who work for them and whatever. And I have heard so many times that Plexus is so very different in how they, number one, how they treat their employees, but number two, how ethical they are in running their business day to day, that we have no worries. Or I've heard, people saying, well, Alec and Tarl would never make a decision like this company because it doesn't favor the ambassadors. It puts you in a bad position, like with our hemp oil or our CBD, right? That you can only get in the States. And right now it is as a gift, and it's only available in places where it would be illegal to accept a gift of that oil. They could try to blur the lines, and they could be giving it as gifts and shipping it across state lines and all those things, because there are other companies that are doing that, but they would never put their ambassadors in a position to be compromised legally. So coming into this place right now, like where our economy is at, with a company that is debt-free is huge. We just hired another 40 customer service representatives in the last month to try to help with the influx. Where companies in Arizona has been hit really hard with a declining economy. We are bringing more people on board and training more people. And with that said, by the way, if you get an answer from customer service that you're like, this doesn't quite feel right, this isn't quite what I think it should be, don't be afraid to come to your nearest senior Ruby or above and just be like, hey, I had this conversation with customer service. Can we check into it? We would love to do that, because new people, we need to extend grace. They don't know what the One Plexus culture family thing is, or they're getting immersed into something that would be so different than any other customer service job maybe they've ever had, obviously, because Plexus is so different. But just rest in the fact that Plexus always makes it right. I have never once seen something where Plexus doesn't go above and beyond to try to make everything as right as they possibly can. We have grown. Now, our points, the total points for the company. So you get points when you sponsor ambassadors. So when you are a silver ambassador, you have a minimum of 15 points in your organization. You've sponsored 3 new ambassadors on your level 1. Each of them count for 5 points. So everyone kind of knows what points are. If you are gold, it's 100 points, senior gold 250, ruby 500, senior ruby 750, emerald is 1500, sapphire is 3,000, diamond is 4,500, okay? We had a total point increase in our company of 38%. Isn't that insane? This is growth. We are seeing huge, huge, huge amounts of growth in our company right now. There's so much hope that people need right now, and Plexus is being that vehicle. And so, yes, where we need to be a little, what would the word be? We need to treat the information delicately, because we don't want to go out and find these people whose companies have just kind of imploded and tell them what we really think, like, well, yeah, you should have been doing Plexus a long time ago, but hey, yeah, come on, jump on the bandwagon now. That would be icky. We don't do that. Keep just loving on people, right? I sent my friend who was essentially the equivalent of a diamond in our company, in this company, a message today. And I just said, I am so sorry for this. It breaks my heart. I know community is big for you guys. I know that this is going to be a struggle, but I'm praying for you, and I'm praying for your business family and all of those things. And yeah, great job with meeting this head on. I know that you're going to do just fine, blah, blah, blah. Obviously nothing Plexus, because I did actually care. I was not feigning care. If you have a hard time caring, that might be a different area of personal growth, but reach out just on the care side and just keep on loving them. Keep loving them. Keep posting. Keep showing up. And that's the other piece too, right? Keep showing up in your feed for people, for your audience, right? I think it's sometimes hard to explain to people, or I find it hard. I don't know if any of you guys find it hard. Maybe you don't. I find it hard to explain to people what success looks like in Plexus, right? I mean, I could spout out a whole bunch of numbers. I could, that kind of thing. I'm growing in this area of being able to say, I'm incredibly successful in my field, in the country that I'm in the company that I'm with. But a lot of people, if you're like, yeah, I'm an ambassador for a company, they'll be like, oh, you sell lipstick out of your trunk and you don't make any money. Okay, that's nice, right? Just keep loving those people in their lack of knowledge, and just keep feeding bite-sized pieces to them. You don't need to, I love sharing it's not actually called an income disclosure, but it's like a projected income level for ambassadors. Now, obviously that's an average. I always say this is an average, you know, that kind of thing. But you guys are welcome to say, I have 3 friends that make this income level. I have, and even like grab some gold sidelines and be like, see this right here? I have 5 friends that are making this amount of money, right? That's a big deal. Gold income is huge. Average silver income is huge. How many people do you know who an extra $500 a month wouldn't make a huge difference for? Like, that's massive nowadays. $500 could pay for the most of groceries for a lot of families for a month. That would take such a big load off people's shoulders. So don't think that you need to be at the tippy top in order to say, hey, this is good income. Plexus always talks about, not Plexus, but Tarl always talks about how the goal is that they would rather have 1 million thousandaires than 1,000 millionaires in their business. And I think you can really see through the promotions, through the bonuses, that that is actually the heart of where they're going with the company, right? You can see that they want that 1 million thousandaires, right? They're not just padding that top end of the company. And that's where oftentimes there's a really big divide in network marketing companies, is that you make a little bit of money at the beginning to sort of, you know, whet your appetite. And then there's like this barren wasteland where you make next to nothing until you actually get over the hump to the big leagues, right? So I hope that that has given you some peace of mind. The fact that we are hiring more staff, we're doing amazing things with our company, and they're still giving. Like, have you guys seen, there is a place, now I'm trying to think of where it is. Oh, I'm going to have to share it in Grow. I actually found a link when I was just kind of tootling around in the back office the other day. And it was a link to something like Plexus Gives Back. And it was talking about in the last couple months where Plexus has been giving, right? So I don't know if you guys know this or not. This is close to my heart, but Plexus actually placed a police dog in the area that they're, back up. Plexus's headquarters actually is a leased piece of land on a native reserve. They have leased it for 95 years and they want to help that community. And so they placed a dog there to help fight crime in their area. Plexus paid for the dog and that placement. They also gifted that police detachment with a ton of lean for them to use at their discretion. They also gifted a whole bunch over to Atlanta, Georgia. So it's not just, they don't just stay Arizona centric, but then they also look outside of their communities to see where the big needs are. And they gave to a whole bunch of Atlanta food banks also. So how do we find the info? Nicole, I wish I could tell you that. It's in the back office. I actually think that it's on your landing page when you open your dashboard and you scroll down. I think that it's in some of those as well. Amy, that seems like something that you should know. Does Amy know? Amy knows all the things like this.
I don't know, but I actually wondered if it would be in the scoop.
It probably is in the scoop, but let me just look to see if I can locate it super quick. Because it was such a neat thing to happen upon, because I was looking for something else. And it just, sorry, I'm just scrolling. I don't know. When I find it, I will let you guys know. I'll share that with you guys. But it was just so neat to be able to see all those places that Plexus gives back. And I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Plexus actually pays its employees like their regular pay to go and volunteer at different places around their area. So they are volunteering their time, but they're also getting paid for it. They don't have to go and do it, but they can. And then Plexus rewards them for their time. I just love how philanthropy is such a highly valued thing with our company. It's so amazing. So amazing. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have for right now. I would really suggest that you guys check in that pinned post at the top of Grow. I think that there's 5 of them now. So pinned post at the top of Grow. And in there is going to be the schedule for this week. Thank you to Carrie Lemieux for pointing out that I needed to make a new one. I appreciate that very, very much, more than you know. I made a new one. It's very clear. And you know what? The first comment I got back on it was like, oh, that's much clearer. I'm like, okay, somebody should have said something at the beginning, but it's all good. So you could have that, keep it on your phone, whatever. But there's also a July post on there that has all the goodies. So I will try to grab that link from the sharing Plexus, the Making Money with Plexus thing that was in Team Awesome, and stick it on there from today. This call will be on there as well. But I want to hand out some challenges. What would be a call without challenges? Okay, first things first. If you have not posted on the sticky note post, which is also pinned to the top of Grow, we want to hear your goals. I'm looking around. I'm seeing a couple people who I don't think I have names on my board for. And basically this does a few things, right? It makes you say your goal out loud, right? The other thing you need to do is do the sticky note thing for yourself, right? Write it out. Even if you don't have sticky notes, write it on something and stick it to something. But put it so that it's in front of your face, okay? How many people have ever, like I do this all the time, write down goals and then I close my notebook and then within 3 days I have squirreled, and if I remember my goals, that's great. But oftentimes I forget why I want to do it or what exactly the goal it entails. Okay. So we want to keep it super simple for you. Okay. So on the sticky note post, make sure you tell us how many people you're going for, and then make your own sticky note and put it in front of you. So that's your first thing. Okay. Your second thing is to keep your eyes open for a very special guest. Amy, do we have confirmation on the special guest yet? Who the special guest is? No, we don't have a confirmation, whether it's an E or a B. Oh, hold on. Yes, Sherry?
No confirmation on which one, but we do know the time.
So tomorrow at 2:30, was it?
Yes.
2:30 Saskatchewan time, Alberta time.
At 2:30 Saskatchewan time, there's going to be a Knock Your Socks Off guest that comes live into our Grow page. We're very excited about this. I'd spill the beans, but we don't actually know which one it is. It's one of 2 people that is just super stinking exciting. So there's going to be some fun training happening there and a really cool topic. So make sure you tune in, or if you miss it, make sure you come back because it's going to be live in there, right? It's going to be live.
And comment.
Oh, sorry?
So that everyone else can find it, we know to look for it. And comment whenever you do get to see it, so other people can find it and see it.
And if you can't find it, just click on videos. It should be there. So anyway, so excited for that. So keep your eyes open for that. And oh, there was one more thing I wanted to challenge you guys on. Now it's gone. It left. Did you see it? It went like right there. It left. If you have already exceeded your blanks on your sticky note that you spoke for, don't allow yourself to stop there. Keep on going, all right? Because maybe you have another table in the kitchen that could seat another 3 or 4 people, and you have enough food for everyone, because who only makes the right amount of food for everybody? There's always more, right? Invite people to sit at your table, you guys. This is a really exciting time in our businesses. I am so excited. I know a lot of you have massive goals. If you guys are brave enough, throw in the chat right now what your big goals are for this month. We would love to read them. We'd love to see them. And make sure you are funneling your people to our health Zooms, okay? So yes, that was my other challenge. My challenge to you guys is to have at least 2 people attend a health Zoom with you, newbies, and Like newbies as in like potentials. Okay? Potentials. 2 potentials attend a health Zoom next week. There are 2 health Zooms. If you want to level up a little bit, my other challenge, my leveled up challenge, is for you to get 2 of your brand new ambassadors from the month of June or May, or you can backtrack. 2 new people, if you have them, to come on one of the health Zooms or the product info Zoom. Even better, the business Zoom. Hey, why not? Right? Awesome. I'm looking at all of these. Stacy Weens is saying Ruby and she's scared. I'm assuming that that's what that means. Hey, that's okay, girl. That's amazing. Carrie Lemieux, sponsor 9 and senior gold. Good job. I was like, wasn't going to out you. Oh, that's so exciting. Melanie is going to go for gold. Sorry. I do get so excited about all these goals, you guys, because I remember it. And I remember how exciting it was to reach that goal and to keep going and to get the people and the stories, like the lives you guys are going to impact with these goals. Like these goals are not income goals. These goals are people. Like, yeah, in order for you to get to senior silver, you're going to change some lives. How exciting is that? And ridiculous that they pay us to do it. It's amazing. Nicole is going to go for senior silver. Shannon, Ruby, senior gold for Amanda. Diana, gold and sponsor 8. Girl, you go. That's amazing, you guys. Jocelyn, goal of 6 and senior silver. Oh, hey, you know what? And just each one reach one the heck out of these goals, you guys. You do yours and then you say, hey, I don't know if we've talked about this yet or not, but I have a personal goal to help 2 people, help at least 1 friend this month. Do you know anybody who might need a hand up with their health? You notice I didn't say anything about the business. I said nothing, right? If you know somebody who's struggling with their health, share. I'm going to have to put that graphic in because I don't think it ever went into Grow, did it? From last Tuesday night. I did up graphics right away with all of the earning levels. I will put those in. I'm writing a sticky note right now. I'm gonna get it done. And there was one other thing that I thought of. What was it? Nope. Hang on. Does anybody else have anything to say while I think for like 2 seconds while I gather my thoughts? Somebody say something so I can think. Graphics? No, my pen is not working. Oh, that's what I'm going to share. I'm excited about this. If I would have looked on my calendar, I would have seen it. We are planning a 3-day challenge. 3-day challenge? Is that what I call them? 3-day experience. Sure, 3-day challenge. It might be called something different. Next weekend. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Healthier and Happier, we are going to have content for 3 days. So to tell you this and tell your teams this, and we will put that graphic up in Grow so that people can start inviting. You can send people 1 stick of Slim to be part of the challenge. You can send them nothing. You can send them 3 sticks of Slim. You could send them some lean. It doesn't matter. But you have the opportunity to get product into their hands if you want to do that. So we are going to run that in Healthier and Happier on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We are going to have live videos that are going to go in there so people can just keep on checking back. I will put the, what's that called? The topic button. I will enact the topic button. This is becoming my favorite new thing, Sherry. The topic button is like the greatest thing ever. We will enact the topic button. We will create a 3-day challenge, and then we will keep it in there for a couple days, and then we will delete. All right. So invite people to the 3-day challenge. There will be a prize at the end. So you can actually use the word prize in your verbiage. And that will be chosen by people commenting on the posts and interacting. So great for new ambassadors, great to have them slip a person in there. Use this to the full advantage, you guys. Yes, I am going to. It's right here on my sticky note. I'm going to create an invite graphic for that. Yeah, and I actually know what it's going to look like already. So that's really exciting. I am thrilled to hear from the people who I've asked to share. And if you guys would like to, and that's just a plug because, you know, some of them aren't sure that they want to share yet. So I'm saying I'm thrilled to hear from you if you choose to do it. If anyone wants to share their story or knows somebody who has an awesome story from our team who's maybe newer or whatever, I would love to feature them on there. I don't think that we can ever have too many testimonies happening in that page. So on that note, I hope you guys have a great night. I think we're done. Do we have anything else? Sherry, do we have anything else? Sherry and Amy are the two that keep me on my toes. So I just keep on watching facial expressions and I'm going, did I forget something? Did I miss something? No.
Harry's just asking in the chat about an invite graphic with
Yes.
information on it.
I
So,
said,
yeah.
I said, I've got it on my sticky note. I'm getting it, gonna get it done and put in grow.
So it'll include the graphic and the verbiage that new people can use too.
Yeah. Yeah. And if anybody has any good verbiage for inviting to events, you're more than welcome to throw it in the comments of the post that will happen. You know what I mean, that stuff. All right. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for investing in our team and being here. Thank you for investing in yourselves by being here. We so appreciate it. I love seeing all of you and I love hearing your goals and things that we're struggling with, things that we're not. I was going to talk about something else we were struggling with, but I didn't get there. So that's all right. Just know that even if you're not super excited about your business today, tomorrow is a new day. And we get to kind of create the environment that we want to work in. And the environment we want to work in is in our heads. And most of the things that we battle against as far as personal growth in this business are false beliefs that we are allowing ourselves to camp in. So don't be afraid if you are struggling. Trust me, not all of us have every single day be rosy. That would be ridiculous. A lot of us are where we are because we've just persevered through the muck. So if you need to reach out to somebody to talk to them about the muck you're in right now, that is so great. Please do that because we are here for each other. We're here to help you along the way and to share our expertise. And you know, sometimes you just need a 20-second pity party with a friend and it's all good. Y'all know that I'm all about the 20 seconds. All right, guys. Love y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful